Welcome to the finale of the Digital Mole Little Secrets. We started with 17 players and now we have reached the final four. 3 of these agents are innocent. One of them is the mole. Tonight, the players will face their final challenge and the final 20-question quiz. Then we will welcome back all of the 13 fallen agents and hear some of their thoughts before the results are revealed. Who will win? Who will lose? And more importantly, who is the mole? If you've been watching closely at home, maybe you figured it out, but I bet the mole fooled you too. Who knows? Before we get to this evening's events, let's recap what happened in our last episode. The players were tasked with scrambling letters of brand names to create words to fit a given category in the brand new product challenge. The players were super successful, earning all $20 from the challenge, giving none of it to the mole. We took yet another quiz, and even though the players begged for it to be an executionless night, one person had to go. The 13th player to be executed was Andrew, leaving Erica, Jesse, Tara, and Shannon as the final 4. Currently, the agents have earned $184 for the winner. Go agents. The mole has only taken $60. Tonight, the players will be given a chance to earn a little more money to add to the pot, and the mole is given one more chance to steal that money away. But it's time for some questions. All right. And these are for everyone. The first one, besides meeting new people, what has been the highlight of this game? Because I know that that's a good one, meeting new people. But what is the highlight? Shannon, you're first.
I've been saying this since the beginning. The big thing for me has been the distraction from the real world. I think your games in particular during the pandemic and intermittent quarantines and illness and just the world being on fire, it just really gives me something else more positive and exciting to focus on. So that's kind of what I've been holding on to.
That's great. How many, what games have you played of mine? For everyone, in case they...
Survivor game. I did your Clue game, which was in person.
The last one right before quarantine.
The very last one. I did terribly. I'm pretty sure I was the first one out.
I think you were like 4th, to be honest.
You think? I remember I had to fake being murdered.
Oh, yes.
I was also I was like one of the few people who was drinking there. So.
And then the mole.
And then the
right?
mole.
All right, cool. I'm going to ask you all that too, by the way, so you can tell me what you've played. Jesse, same question. What's the highlight?
Making it so I don't have to drink alone. Salud. And also being able to get my creativity out and creating this beautiful pizza box art available on Etsy.
Perfect. And what games have you played? Of mine.
Oh, just last season of the mole.
All right, so lots of mole experience.
Mole, guacamole.
Tara, same question for you.
So this is the first foray into Matt's reality.
Woo!
Yeah, and yeah, it has just been a little anxiety-inducing.
For sure.
But it has been a fantastic distraction. I have to agree with Shannon. It's just been, again, being able to meet new people and actually see their whole face, number one, is just so unique. But just really getting a chance to be distracted enough to be in somebody else's reality.
True. I just have fun with the games. Obviously, I've tortured you all some, but not every one of them has been tortured. They've been fun. And Erica, oh wait, so this is the only game you have played, right?
Correct.
Yes. And Erica, same question.
I think my favorite thing about the game is anybody that knows me in real life knows that I am an extremely uber competitive person. Like I remember even when my kids were like 3 and we would pretend the race in the backyard, I wouldn't let them win because they need to learn to get better and faster. So this has really, really played into my competitive spirit. Like I said, the last episode, my goal has changed over the course of the 3 weeks, because my first goal was just to make it past the first episode. Then last episode, I was like, oh my God, I want to make it to the final four. Now that we know that, I wanted to make it to the finale. And of course, now that I'm here, I'm in it to win it. So we'll see how it goes. Although I wish everybody luck, and I love you all, and this is my second game.
Yeah.
I was in your first ever pandemic Zoom game of BBQ, we call it Big Brother Quarantine. And then you'd asked me to do a couple other ones, but the year got busy, and then the timing was off. So glad to be back.
Well, I appreciate you all coming back to play, and I always love new faces. So thank you for being a part of it. The second question is, how excited are you to have made it to the final episode? And I think the answers are going to be pretty obvious, but we still want to hear it. And up first is Erica.
I'm thrilled. Like I couldn't have imagined getting this far when this game started. I did not know what I was doing. I relied on, I guess some of my instincts, but I think I'm too trusting. So other people certainly helped me along the way and gave me some tidbits and suggestions. So the people that got me here, I thank you. And I'm really excited to be here.
Jesse.
I'm like totally stoked for real.
Good. Tara.
Well, yes, it is pretty obvious, but I'm astonished, to be honest. It's all kind of surreal, because I agreed to be in this sort of on a whim, because I was like, oh, I'll be out the first game and it's not going to be a time commitment. It'll be fine. And so here we are. So super excited, and I've had a blast. So.
And Shannon.
I feel both astonished and totally stoked. Because I truly didn't think I would make it this far. I am really bad at gameplay. I suck at riddles. I suck at speed. I suck at physical challenges. So making it this far.
Be nice to yourself.
You've seen it. Based on like the quizzes and, reaching out to people for help and direction and, forging those relationships has been just the biggest, most beneficial thing for me. And I think that's why I've made it this far. So it's bitching.
That's the word to describe it. All right. And the next question is, which executed player do you miss the most? And up first, Tara.
Last week was a really hard week for me last episode, because when Andrew left, I was shocked. And he's just such a great person. He's so kind. He's always been so helpful. And so it was very much a shock when he left. So.
And Shannon.
I kind of think it's a cross between Emily, who I was getting really close to, and Kevin. I love Kevin. I miss Kevin. Those were two people that I thought were really going to help me kind of like establish relationships with other people who had played games with you before. And then just two really smart people who I feel like would have been super intuitive. And I know I was only supposed to pick one, but I missed them both.
That's okay. Erica.
There's no way I can pick only one person. It's a long list.
If you had to limit it down to two, even though they know that there are more.
I got to go with my original BBQers, and I got to go Emily and Scott, because it was nice to see them after almost a year of between doing these two games and working together and picking their brains about, because they've done more map games in the past than I had. And Scott had a lot of mole experience. So yeah, I'll go with, yeah, Emily and Scott, but I miss more of you than that.
And Jesse.
I'm gonna have to say Andrew because, you know, from the moment I brought this guy out and I saw his reaction to it, you know, I just knew that we were gonna be fast friends.
Oh my God. What is that rooster's name?
Cocky.
All right, perfect. Okay, and my last question for you tonight is how confident are you with your choice for who the mole is? How confident? And up first is Tara.
Well, I would have to say that my choice has gotten me thus far, so I'm feeling pretty confident.
And Jesse.
I'm gonna just parrot that right there. Ditto. I'm very confident. For reals.
For reals. Erica.
I'm relatively confident. I don't think I would have made it through the last 2 eliminations if I hadn't zoned in on one person. And yeah.
All right, and Shannon.
I feel very confident. I think I've put in enough work to know what the hell I'm doing so far. So I feel pretty confident.
All right, you guys all are super confident. All right, but one thing is for sure, one of you is a freaking liar, mole. Are you ready for your final challenge? The final challenge is called negative space. And for this challenge, you're going to have to designate 2 leaders from this group of 4. You can decide who the leaders are going to be before we actually talk about the challenge. Go ahead and chat.
I don't mind
go
being
for-
a leader.
Yeah, I'll go for leader unless somebody else really wants it.
I've been leader before, so if anybody else wants to take the lead role, they can do it.
I'll try.
Okay. So Shannon and me, are you fine with that, Tara?
Yes, yeah, Shannon.
Okay. All right. So Shannon and Erica, as the leaders, you will be the only ones who can use paper and pen. So you won't need it, Jesse or Tara. All right. So leaders are the only ones that need paper and pen for this or writing anything down. Okay. All right. Players will be shown a word search. The title of the word search is a clue to solve the final riddle of the puzzle. All right. They will be given 15 minutes to find all of the words in the word search to determine the letters that are never used. Okay. They must then unscramble the unused letters to reveal the phrase that is the solution to the puzzle. Okay. The leaders are the only ones who are able to write anything. So Jesse and Tara, you can only talk through this. Okay. Leaders are the only ones that can write anything down. All right. If the players can decipher the hidden message in 15 minutes, you have 4 brains to work together on this, but if you can do it in 15 minutes, then you'll earn the last $10 of the game. And actually, I did incorrect math somewhere along the way, so it's going to be $11, so that is the full $255. $11 if you are able to decipher it. If not, then the mole wins the money. So just to be clear, there's going to be a word search that has a bunch of words hidden in it. There is a box of words to find, but there's only 3 words listed there and then a clue for the rest of the words. So 3 words that are listed are in the word search, but you also have to figure out what the ottle words are. And there's a clue, so you'll be able to figure that out as well.
So what's the riddle part?
The title of the puzzle is a hint to what the answer will be. At the bottom of the puzzle, it says solution, and then there's lines that you have to unscramble the unused letters from the puzzle. Like it's like a hangman with like you see the lines and then you fill in the
We'll
letters.
know how many.
Yeah, you'll know exactly how many words and how many letters go into each of those words. But you have to find those letters first. And the way to do that is to find letters that are not a part of any word that is in the word search. And that's tough. Okay.
So there's
So-
3 words we're gonna be finding, additional words that are not in a list of words we're gonna be finding. And when we find all of those words, even though we don't know what all of those words are,
You'll figure it out. I
all of
know.
those additional letters make up a word that we have to unscramble. That
A phrase, and it connects to the title of the puzzle. The title of the puzzle hints at what the solution is. Okay.
All right.
All right. So once I share the screen, I'm going to start a 15-minute timer. All right.
Can I get
And
10 seconds? 10 seconds. Hold on.
sure. And I'll just tell the others that will be just a few minutes later because we did get started just a tiny bit, but I think we'll be okay.
so.
Okay, we're good.
What's the purpose of having 2 leaders? Are we going into?
So you
the
can
turn?
bounce ideas off each other. You can write things down. You can write whatever. It's in case you miss something and Erica gets it, or Erica misses something and you get it. You can help each other. But Jesse and Tara, you only get to look. All right. And I'm going to share the screen.
Okay.
Once it's up, you'll see exactly what I mean. All right. This is the puzzle.
Oh my God.
And
Code name.
you
What
have
type?
15 minutes starting now. Talk it out.
The
Look
word
for-
think is in the top line.
There are 17 other words.
Take a look at the word bank.
Agent code names. So we know we have to find those 3. And
I
there are
see the word
17.
code. I see the word code. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 up from the bottom.
Yep.
Do you see it?
Okay,
Oh,
yes. Oh, you know what else I'm seeing? I've got the other 17 words. I see calculator, I see,
Mhm.
I saw something else. I don't remember what it was now.
All right, so we need to,
Projector. So we have to find agent code names in all 17 of our, whatchamacallits.
right.
Or things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start writing down what I think those are while you guys are looking for words. And I will try to write all 17 of our things.
Just so you
Alright,
know,
so-
that things can be backwards and diagonal in this.
Jesus,
Okay.
Mary.
So
Okay, I found projector and compass.
projector, compass, names.
Yep, names.
I gotta see if
Names
I have
down
like
at the
My
bottom.
names yet?
Yep, names is in the lower left.
Yep, I see it. Astrolabe is in the second line down.
Yep. And you said calculator.
I said calculator. Yep, that's in the third line.
Okay.
Oh, I see calculator.
So the
Yeah.
A,
You found compass already, you said.
yep, I found compass. So A is not going to be attached to anything. The A in the top left corner is after the word projector, which goes backwards up in that first column.
Yep.
Okay. Phone is in the farthest column on the right, and that also has an A up top.
Right, and that's gramophone.
Oh my God.
Oh, gramophone, thank you.
Yep. And then pocket watch is the second row
Oh,
from the
I
bottom.
see it. Yep.
Where are you seeing these?
Code is, did you find code already? It's
Yep.
under the, okay.
Code. So I'm almost wondering, oh, jackknife is at the top. So we have, that leaves us A,
Yep.
T. Light bulb goes down just after the J. So A, T, and A are all the letters that are left over from the first line.
Okay.
I
Do
see
you
the
guys
word
agree with me on
glass.
that?
I see the word glass, but it's backwards.
Where is it? Because you're a looking glass. Is it looking
Yeah.
before glass?
I don't see.
Oh, I
there,
see glass.
but
Hourglass.
it doesn't
It's
say looking
hourglass.
before because.
Oh,
Shannon, it's
hourglass.
hourglass.
Yes.
So the word
Okay,
is just
I'm-
glass. GLASS is backwards, 3 up from the bottom.
That's hourglass though.
Oh,
HOURs before it. Okay, I'm gonna look at the second line
Later.
and try to figure out what letters are not being used in the second line.
So what letters do we have in the first line?
ATA.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we have, okay, we're good to astrolabe. We have E and O. Do you guys agree with me on that one?
Wait. Oh, light. Yep. And
Calculator, light,
yep.
phone. The
Yep.
third row, we have nothing because that's part of calculator, projector, light bulb, and gramophone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next line, we have, okay, the T's
Musket.
taken.
We have musket.
musket,
Musket, there you
backwards,
go. Thank you.
I found one, yay.
leg.
That looks like
So-
the E.
I think
It looks like
E
the
doesn't
E
go
is
to
not gonna go
anything,
to anything unless it goes diagonal. I'm not seeing.
but there's
anything.
nothing to,
No,
there's no diagonals.
Okay.
so I think the
Alex.
E, maybe the S.
Jet. No, that's not.
Yeah, I don't see it.
There's
Looking
nothing for the
glass,
S
okay,
either.
looking glass is the K. Looking glass goes diagonal down from the top line.
Oh, you
You
got
guys
it.
see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have
Yep.
ES.
There's Looking
So
Glass.
we have
Yep.
ES. Looking
Okay, we
glass.
have,
I think that A is not part of anything, correct?
hold on, no,
I'm sorry, I'm horrible at word
No.
searches.
Yeah, I
You see
don't.
where I am?
it's not, yeah, I
Yeah,
see
it's
the
where
A
you're
and
at.
it's
Okay,
not
the
there.
A is not attached to anything and the E,
Is
R-E-
the E is the end E in telescope. It goes backwards. starting
thank
at the
you.
bottom.
Okay, so not the E, light bulb and
Not the
gramophone. So
H.
that's it for that line.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, I like how we're doing this line by line.
was
Okay.
smart.
Yeah.
So next line, we know the C in projector is not part of it. The C in compass is not part of it. Agent is the next word going down vertically.
B.
The B, does the B go to anything? I am not seeing the B as part of anything.
No, it doesn't, that's B.
No.
Okay,
R.
Oh, I can't.
Right.
Yes.
No.
No, just kidding.
No,
R,
there's nothing for the R.
No.
nothing for the R. I'm not seeing anything for that
There's nothing for
E.
the,
No.
wait, hold on,
Okay.
hold on. You're right, nothing for the E.
G.
Nothing for the G, I don't think.
No.
I'm not seeing anything for the G, guys.
I don't
Nope.
see E either.
Okay,
I was.
I is part of Looking Glass.
Okay.
No.
Yep. R.
The R,
Camera. Camera.
Oh, I see it, I see camera.
where is camera?
It's diagonal if you go to the like kitty corner bottom left.
Yep.
Follow that down.
Camera, good job. Oh, so the A above is not,
Take A out.
take the,
Yep.
right? Did we have the A in there, guys?
We did, we're taking it out now.
Okay, we are taking it out.
Yeah.
See,
You,
we're good at this. Okay, so
E.
camera, so now the next letter is the E, correct?
Mhm.
parasol or no? Parasol. Yeah. Is that
That's
what
the next.
P?
Yep, that's the next. That'll be the P. But the
Yeah.
E looks good, right?
E, I think we need the E. Okay, parasol, you're right. Light bulb and gramophone. So now we're in the next line.
Yep.
Projector, that E is not, is part of it. Compass is next.
Yep.
The
G.
G, so I'm at the G.
G.
I don't see
No.
the G being part of anything.
No.
Okay,
Either.
the E is
Not.
globe. It's the end of globe, so that E is
Where-
taken.
Oh,
Globe.
yeah, it is. Yep.
Yep. Okay, the C,
I don't see
globe
globe.
is going
I don't
up.
see
It
globe
ends
either.
with that E. It's
Oh
vertical.
my God, how the hell
Okay.
are you doing?
I'm good at jump.
Okay.
I'm good at these. Okay,
Um,
C. I don't think the C is part of anything. I'm
No.
writing it down. The N is part of Looking Glass. The E,
That was camera. That was
Yep.
another
oh,
one.
E is in camera. Thank you. I needed that
M.
help. The M here, I don't see the M attached to anything. Do you guys?
Mhm.
Okay, so the M. The next one is A, that's part of parasol.
Yep.
O is part of telescope.
Yep,
Yep.
O is part of telescope, B is part of light bulb, P is part of gramophone. Next line, the J is
J.
part of projector,
We
compass.
made it halfway.
Okay,
What
how
time
much
we have,
time do we
Matt?
have, Matt?
7 minutes, 8 seconds.
We're
Okay, I
doing
like it.
good.
Damn it.
Compass.
Okay,
M.
so the
compass.
J and the M are gone, the E is not part of anything, correct?
Yep. And the next one's part of globe, so we skip that.
Okay, we skipped
E.
that. The
Yeah.
next E is not part of anything.
No.
So many E's.
G is part of Looking Glass, M is part of camera, right? Yeah,
Yep.
camera.
Yep.
O.
O is not part of anything, I don't think. Right?
Not that I see.
I
Okay,
don't see anything.
I'm
the R
seeing
is part of
wrong.
parasol. the
I'm gonna throw a
B-
hint at you. The O is part of a word.
Oh, the O is part of a word. Hold on.
Oh,
Diagonal.
Nemo. I'm looking diagonal.
The O.
Word.
Starts with a D.
Oh, drone.
Drone. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that was okay.
We appreciate the help, Matt.
Oh,
Sure thing.
no.
Okay, so then that next R is
there it is.
parasol. The V, I don't think the V is part of anything, is it?
Oh, does that mean the N in the line above was part of something, or was that part of something already?
What?
Oh,
The
Where
N
are
in
you looking?
drone. The N
The
in drone
drone.
above.
The N in drone is part of Looking Glass.
Okay, perfect. Sorry.
Okay, I'm putting the V down. I don't see the V as any part of anything, right?
No.
No.
C is part of
Telescope.
telescope, bulb, and gramophone. Okay,
Yep.
next line. Projector,
Oh.
compass. Now we're moving to the N.
The N is an agent.
Oh, it's an agent. Thank you. The O is in globe. The G. I think we
Looking
need a G.
glass. Looking glass.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
my goodness. I
A.
was gonna miss that. The A is part of camera.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
next A is part of parasol. The next R is part of drone.
Mhm.
The E. I don't
not
think,
seeing-
I
Hold
don't
on.
think the E is part of anything, is it? Can somebody help me?
We're
I
looking.
don't see
think so.
anything. E, ER, EV, EC, ER, ET.
No.
S, telescope, L, light bulb, and M, gramophone. So I'm in the next
R.
line.
Back in projector.
Projector.
Projector, compass,
Oops.
Um,
T-O-T-S-T.
projector, compass. Is that T part of anything?
Doesn't.
I don't think that T is part of anything, is it?
No.
And the L's looking glass.
Oh
the C
no,
is-
the T is part. The T is part of
Oh, it's
agent.
part of agent. I keep missing agent again. Okay, then we've got L and
L
looking
though,
glass,
right?
C and camera. The L is looking glass, C and camera. The R. Okay, we need the R because that's not part of anything. The S.
I
No, that's
extended
part
your
of
time by
parasol.
4 minutes, by the way.
Oh,
Okay,
you felt bad for us.
You.
I did.
Thank you.
It's hard.
You're doing a great job, though.
The
I-
S, I don't, I'm putting the S down. I don't.
Yeah,
think
No,
it's
no, no,
part of
that's
anything.
anything.
parasol. That's parasol.
That's all, yeah.
Oh, shit. See, wow. The farther you get down in this, the more you forget.
This is
Yeah.
fucking hard.
The I. The I is not part of anything, is it?
No.
Okay,
No.
the T
T.
is T. T.
I don't
T-
see anything.
Okay, so
No.
let's go T.
The D is part of drone.
Thank you. The E is part of
E.
telescope. The B is bulb. The gramophone. Next line.
P.
That's the P in projector. The S in compass. The A in age. Or no, agent went the
No.
other way. Agent's over.
But it's glass. It's part of looking glass.
It is part of looking glass. The G. The G, is that part of anything?
Get that light on.
Globe.
No. That's not part of globe, is it?
No.
The
No,
G,
no, no, globe is somewhere
No.
else.
Oh, well,
This
it's part
block.
of globe.
it's part of
Okay,
glass.
but that
Globe
G,
goes up.
4 lines up, 4 squares in from the left is, I'm adding it, right?
No, it's part of globe. Globe goes up from there.
Oh my God,
Yes,
thank
you're right.
you.
Yep.
Jeez, I'm losing my mind. L. I don't see that the L is part of anything.
I see loco, but that about.
No, but that's code. That's code.
Gotcha.
So the, yep, the L, the O was almost part of moles if that was a U, but
Parasol.
it's not.
Parasol.
Parasol.
Parasol, okay.
So
And then we've
Parasol.
got code, we skip code.
And then we
all
got
those.
the
That's
L
part
on
of
light bulb,
telescope.
or telescope.
Light bulb, we're after it though, so that I goes to nothing. Right?
Yep.
And the R is part of gramophone. Okay,
E.
so now we go back to the E. I don't think the E is part of anything. Then
no.
we've got the S in looking glass,
Mm-hmm.
another
one.
S. Is this S part of anything, guys?
You guys found a word there.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
let's
did.
go.
Still, or we're still on line 4, right?
I'm
No,
on
line
3.
3.
I'm at the third from the bottom.
Yep.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
3 up, 3 in.
Okay,
Glass. That was S was the end of glass. We're not supposed to put
right,
that.
but the next S, what is that anything?
No, I don't think that is.
Matt's nodding. So I'm trying
Matt says it
So
is.
skip it.
The hell's
A.
it part
Look
of?
across the whole line.
Oh, hourglass. Thank you, Matt. Okay, now we can
Erases
skip
a whole
back.
bunch of
was
letters.
mine.
Now we go over to the E, which is part of telescope. the T is part of nothing,
Yep.
right? The T is not part of anything,
Correct.
and the G is not
G.
part of
So
anything.
the G is gramophone.
Yep.
Gramophone.
Wait, can we
God,
just
I'm
review
so
what
glad we're doing
letters?
this
I'm
together.
trying to unscramble some stuff. What letters did we get on that line?
Hold on.
An E and a T.
An E and a T, yep. Next one is
You're welcome.
S isn't part of pocket watch, the O, and then we, or sorry, the S is the end of looking glass. Then we have an
Just the
O,
O.
then
Yep.
it's pocket watch across the rest of the line.
Yep.
Then we start with
So that
names.
O we're counting,
Names.
right? That the O doesn't go to
The
anything.
O,
Correct.
Compass
So then
O.
we have names.
Oh, wait.
And
Nope,
music
nope, nope,
box.
Music box, yeah.
So the bottom line. Okay, so the letters I have, Shannon, do you want to compare with me? And, oh yeah, you guys can't write anything down.
I'll read off what
AT
I have. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
You go.
go for it. No,
you
go.
go.
ATA,
Mm-hmm.
EOE,
Mm-hmm.
S, B as in boy, RE, GEG, CMEEVE, RITLIETO.
I missed an I, but I'm with you.
So
Right,
we've got,
so what time is it? Is it time to do something?
Yeah, it's something
Time?
of or at.
time to, let's see if I can make it time to something A. Let's see, one,
Okay,
two.
I also found the word secret in there, and I have to assume that that's included.
Oh,
I didn't get the time too, but I know secret's in there. And there's only 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could
Tell
either be something, something secret, something, something.
Reveal.
something.
How about reveal? Time to reveal
a
a.
top secret? 'Cause
Yes.
we're like
To
HL.
reveal a big secret.
Time to reveal a something secret. Hold on, guys.
Wait, TIME. TIME. TORE. Oh my God, how do you spell VEAL?
REVEL.
EL.
R-E.
EL. A top secret.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's
Yeah.
figure out. No, it's
No.
got the letter B in it.
Oh,
Tara, don't we just feel useless right now?
Oh,
I
wait.
do.
S
it's not top secret because we also don't have a P. We don't have a P.
E-T.
However, you should listen to some things that Tara and Jesse are saying.
Okay, sorry, guys. Keep going. Time to reveal a big secret. It's time to reveal a big secret.
B
Yeah, I said that.
B
Sorry, Jesse.
All right.
E C.
I'm going with time to reveal a big secret. What do you
I'm
guys
double
think?
checking.
I dig it.
You still have this much time.
If it's 4 letters, then 2 letters, then 6 letters, then 1, then 3, then 6.
I also want to double check because I have a leftover G and I might have.
I
fucked
have a
that up.
leftover G, but I'm
Really?
willing to.
I
yes.
think I'm wrong. If you have a leftover G and I have a leftover G, we could be wrong because what are the fucking odds?
Right. I think this is it. I think we had too many letters that maybe we added a couple that really were
Yeah.
part of something, but
I think that's why Matt kept helping us because we were like, we need all
Yes.
these letters.
so what do you say, guys? I think we
Thumbs up.
thumbs up.
Final answer?
All right, hold on. Shannon's waiting.
Plus G.
That's it. Time to reveal a big secret.
G.
Okay.
That's the answer.
Oh God.
And I gave you
There's
like,
3
you had like
holes.
5 extra minutes because I thought 15 would be enough, but I was like, that is a tough puzzle. 20 minutes is what you had, and you were down to 1 minute. So congratulations, you have earned the last $11
Oh
from
my
the
God.
game.
Go
job.
Oh my
us.
God.
That was teamwork right
That was
there,
It was.
guys.
literally
Totally,
Erica. You
so-
carried us.
I don't think so, but I love you.
You're
You
good.
guys are also really good at. I was like looking, and my way of processing information is like always wrong.
So
do
I was
love
Tara,
word
Jesse, you were saying the
searches.
words and they didn't hear them.
I know. I'm
And someone
sorry,
said big
Jesse.
in the middle of that, and I was like,
I was so
Yes.
focused on the letters
go.
that I wasn't processing. But my dad does the jumble every day in the newspaper, and if he can't get one, he always sends me the word like jumbled up, and I have to tell him what it is.
Oh my God.
I'm
So
awful at that stuff, hence.
I have a lot of practice, and I feel like I redeemed myself from the whole movie one that I didn't get any, and I was so mad.
All right.
Not
So
every
here's
other
the
one,
deal.
though.
It is now time for that final quiz. This is a 20-question quiz encompassing the whole game. The players will be given 5 minutes to review, so I'm going to tell our executed players to just hold off for a moment. 5 minutes to review this time. The results of this quiz will determine the winner, the two losers, and will eventually reveal the identity of the mole.
There are no losers.
The quiz results are in, but the finalists will have to wait a while until they are revealed. It's now time to welcome back all of our fallen agents. Here we are. Everyone is here, except Stephanie. She couldn't make it tonight. That's okay. We got all of you, most of you back. All right. Welcome back, agents. I know you've been watching and have your ideas about who the mole could be, but we'll get to that soon. First, I want to give our finalists a chance to address you all. So, finalists, as I see you on the screen, you're going to be able to say a few things to the rest of the players who did not make it to these final four positions with you. So, Jesse, you're up first.
What do I say? What do I say to this group of people that have meant so much to me over this past month? My life, a life that is worth living because of you. You guys have made my life better. And as now, while I'm on the precipice of grandeur, I'm glad that you're all here with me. Thank you. Thank you all. Good night, America.
All right. Thanks, Jesse. And Erica.
Wow. First of all, it is so good to see your faces again. Obviously I got to know some of you more than others. And this game was so much fun, and it was fun because of who I was playing this game with. I have to give a shout out to the people that probably helped me get to the finale the most. And I got to go with Scott, Emily, Andrew, and Lauren, and Kevin. You guys helped me along the way because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So thanks for helping me get here. And if I'm able to take the victory, I share a piece of it with all of you.
Thanks, Erica. Tara, you're up.
So this has been for me just an incredible experience. This is way out of my comfort zone. Hugely introverted, so I'm feeling safer behind a screen, but it was still really a challenge for me. And you all have been so fantastic, and it's really just been great meeting you all. It really was sad to just know that we were going to be losing people, but I guess that's just, the way the game goes. But really just thanks so much for it. And Scott, he's constantly kept me amused, but he was also extremely helpful, which made me a little bit curious in the beginning. Is he just being helpful to throw me off? Andrew, he's always been really, really super helpful. And Kevin and Rachel, it was just really great. We chatted quite a bit in the beginning. And so I just really appreciate it.
Thanks, Tara. And Shannon.
Hi, guys. I'm mostly really thankful to have gotten to chat with almost everyone here. And if we didn't get to talk that much, I do apologize. I was a little socially anxious at the very beginning of this game, mostly because I didn't realize that this was a social game, and I didn't realize that I was going to need help to move forward. And then I kind of grasped onto that aspect and held on to it. But I'm really thankful to have made it this far. And I just feel grateful for, number one, the distraction, number two, the relationships. So I think that's where I'll leave it.
All right. Thank you all. And good luck to you all, because now it is time for the final four to finally see that blank screen. I'm going to send all four of you into the waiting room. At this point, you should not chat with the other final contestants until you have been readmitted into the Zoom meeting, where we will reveal the results of your quizzes. I will notify you when you need to be back at the screen because we have a few questions to go through with all of the eliminated players. So I will be texting you. Do have your phones, just don't talk to each other. Just wait for my message in our group chat. All right, and then just be there ready to go when we are readmitting. All right, so good luck to everyone, and we'll see you in a few. All right, here we are with our executed players. It's time for you to speak candidly without them in the room. All right, I do have 2 questions for everyone, and we'll go in the order of elimination. All right, you can chat a little bit about your answers as well. Give us some insight about your thoughts as you've had them throughout the game. Okay, so the first question, and we'll go through everyone first, is who are you rooting for to win? And talk about it a little bit. So Brian, you're first.
I kind of feel bad because life kind of got in the way, so I had to duck out. It would be nice to see Jesse win just because I do know Jesse from a previous game, and I unfortunately didn't get to know any of the other 3, but they all seem super nice. So any one of the 4 I'll be happy with.
Awesome.
Go top 4.
And JB.
Well, I'm gonna have to agree on the Jesse thing. I knew him from a previous game, and he seems like a nice enough guy, you know. And then I'm also gonna throw Erica onto that because I've known her for a long time. I know her kids. She puts up with them. The fact that all 3 of them are still alive is astonishing, to be honest with you. But yeah, so the 2 of them, I'm hoping one of them wins.
Awesome. Evan.
Yeah, I'm not super tight with any of them, but I'll say Tara. Just because, I don't know. She seems really nice.
Cool. And Sean.
Oof, that's, I've gotten to know most of them a little bit, less so Jesse, but I'm gonna see Erica do well. I think she's competitive. She's been fun to play with. So I'd say Erica.
Awesome. And Rachel.
I'd have to agree with Jesse just because I have played with him before. It would be nice to see somebody that I know like win the game. I also would have to agree with Erica. I feel like she was very nervous coming into it, didn't really know what to expect, and I think that she kind of fell into a really good rhythm with it. So it would be nice to see her win too. So yeah.
Emily.
I would be really, really excited to see Erica win this one. We worked together in the Big Brother Quarantine Edition in the first one. We worked very closely and she almost won that one. So it's exciting to see her in the same position. So I do really hope that this can be the time for Erica.
Amy. Oh, I can't hear you. Type it in the chat, Amy, and I'll read it for you. I don't know what the sound's doing to you. In the meantime, Kevin, give us your thoughts and I'll read out Amy's for her.
Well, I think they're all a good choice. They've all played really hard, but I think I'll go with Erica because if she's not the mole, of course, and because she seems to have tried so very hard, and she was so stressed out, and I know how that feels. So I kind of, relate with her struggle in the game. So I'll root for her in this one.
Scott.
Oh my God, it came so soon. Yeah. Sorry, I just blanked out. But it's really cool about this game is because you don't have to worry about voting people out and having alliances and stuff. There's no, or maybe not the same degree of I want this person to win because them are on my team. And I think any of the 4 of them would be awesome. It's awesome to see kind of all new people at the end, and it's going to be great. So congratulations everybody and whoever wins. Nice job.
And thank you. For those watching at home, Amy said, I'm going to root for Shannon since we played Survivor together. And I know she felt horrible getting out with the mistakes she made then. Thank you, Amy. And Carly.
So I would have to say, I mean, I think I'd be happy if anybody won, but I think the person I'm rooting for the most, I'm going to go with Tara, just because she is an introvert like myself. And, you know, she's kind of been like the silent, strong, like powerhouse throughout the whole entire thing. Like she hasn't been loud or outspoken like everybody else left. And yeah, that's why I'm kind of rooting for her, because she's kind of flown under the radar.
Lauren.
I'm going to kind of echo that, but I think that technically two people win this game, the mole and the winner. And so with that, I want to root for Tara because she has been under the radar. I didn't work with her at all, and she's been playing a really strong game. So I'm rooting for her in that sense, but also rooting for Erica because I feel like Erica, like as she said, we were helping each other. So also that too. I don't know.
And Andrew.
It's really hard to choose any of them because I feel very close to all of them now. But if I have to choose, do I have to choose?
You gotta choose. You can say two though if you wanted to.
Well, I'll say Tara as my coworker, and we've had some conversations in school in person, and so that's been nice. So I'm gonna say Tara. I'm rooting for her.
All right. Well, that was who we're rooting for, and now, who's the mole? Who do you think the mole is? And Brian, you're up first.
Jesse's rooster.
Definitely a mole.
I honestly have no other guess.
So we'll go with Jesse's rooster, which is named, what did we call it earlier?
I don't remember.
Someone? I don't remember what he said. I think he said cocky, to be honest.
Makes sense.
Yes, Amy remembered. Yes, the rooster's name is Cocky. Cocky is the mole. JB, who do you think?
Well, I've changed my mind a couple times throughout the game, but I think final prediction here, I think it's going to end up being Shannon.
Evan.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone who I guessed is like on the screen now, so that's tough. But I'll say Jesse. I think he is.
All right. Sean.
I'm gonna go Shannon as well. I think it's I've gone back and forth between Jesse and Shannon, but I'm gonna land on Shannon.
All right. Rachel.
I'm going to I changed my mind so many times and I really thought I had it, and when that person got eliminated it blew my mind. I'm going to say Tara because I think with her using that introverted nature and flying under the radar, kind of being like the underdog type in the group of four that are left, it would just make for a good situation here. So I'm going to stick with Tara.
All right. Who were you guessing before? Just out of curiosity, before they were eliminated.
Initially I thought it was Emily, like 100%. And then in the conversations I was having with a co-conspirator, we were hooked on Lauren and we really thought we had the clue. Well, he got the clues and I was like, no, you're absolutely right. This is 100% that person. And yeah. So now I'm really curious as to what the freaking clues all mean, because I'm like,
coming soon. Emily, who do you think it is?
I do think it's Tara. I think that she has taken advantage of the fact that she's naturally a little more introverted and quiet, because do we expect her to reach out if that's what she says? Not really. And her code name is Projector. Is she just projecting what we want to see? I think it's Tara.
Amy? She says, I came into tonight thinking it was Erica, but after their opening comments tonight, I feel it's Jesse because he was the only one that didn't say he was surprised to get to the finale. We have a nice mix now. I feel like we got a little of everyone, almost. Kevin, what do you think?
Oh God, I've switched so many times since I was executed. Like Rachel said, I thought it was Lauren for so long because I thought I had figured out the clues. But I'm gonna go with Shannon because she was who I was thinking from the beginning, and then I changed my mind because I convinced myself with the clues. So I'm gonna stick with Shannon for now, and I could be dead wrong, but that's who I think it is.
Scott?
Well, I don't think it's Tara because Andrew went all Tara and he's out. And I don't think it's Jesse because I went all Jesse. And the moment I went all Jesse, I was out. And then Lauren was out immediately after for doing the same thing. And I think there are two, and I think it's Erica and Shannon because they both have done and said some questionable things that have made me suspicious of them both. So I think you're going to trick us, and there's two.
Carly?
I really think it's Erica just because, and I don't know if this is Erica's personality because this is the first time I've played a game with her, but she was very extra about how nervous she was all the time. So I don't know if was just acting or if that's Erica. So I think I'm gonna go with her.
Lauren?
I second Scott's notion that there are two moles. I do believe that I saw, and I will say this because we thought it was Jesse. Jesse did some crazy stuff too, but I think that was just a ploy to get us to vote for him and not the other people. So I do think that there's two. I will say from the beginning, I was very suspicious of Erica for the same thing that Carly said, because I felt she's played these games before. She probably is playing up her nervousness a little bit more than normal, but I still think there's two.
So who else do you think?
Shannon, sorry. Shannon, and I seconded what Scott said. Shannon and
yeah,
Erica
okay,
have
okay.
done some suspicious things that we both clocked, but because of the clues, decided to go with Jesse in the end, and that didn't turn out.
And Andrew?
It is without a doubt Shannon, 100%. I will be surprised if it's not Shannon. And I have plenty of reasons for that. There are ways that I've linked the clues to her. And in the last episode, I decided not to vote at all for Shannon in the quiz. And that was a mistake. But even like when you're revealing how much money the mole has made, she's very expressive and she'll like distract herself. And I think that's a ploy to try and like, oh, I don't want to reveal myself, stuff like that. I think it's Shannon.
All right. Well, it is time for the reveal. Are you excited to see if you are right? Okay, so I'm going to admit first the person who came in third place. That means they got the lowest score on the quiz tonight. All right, you ready? The person that is third place in the game and is not the mole is Erica.
The person who got third place is also not paying attention.
Erica, you unfortunately are third place. You are not the mole, and you got the low score on the quiz tonight, but you get to have a few words here in response.
I had so much fun. I never thought I'd get this far. I'm just happy to be part of this group and have played with you all.
You did a great job to have made it to the finalist of 17 people. So I hope that you really enjoyed yourself. All right, so it's now time to reveal who has come in second place. Jesse, you have got second place in the game. You are not the mole, but you didn't win it either. You get a few minutes to say what you need to say. Oh, muted.
I was just super slow with that last test. The math question got me. I don't know why. It's simple math, but
But I just said to Erica, you definitely played a great game, got to this point, and may or may not have been onto the mole. Who knows? We'll find out momentarily. But thanks for playing, obviously, because you guys did a great job getting to the end. So, all right. The next person that I will admit is the mole. Once you know who the mole is, you will also know who the winner is. Don't text them. They have to sit in that room the longest. Okay? Let them be surprised when they're admitted into the group in just a moment. And it is time to reveal the mole. Welcome, you mole. You moly mole, you.
I was under it the whole time. I was just slow. Damn it.
Shannon,
Hi.
thanks for being the mole.
I wasn't the mole.
You were the mole.
I was the worst mole.
No, you were not the worst mole, but go ahead and say what you want to say, mole.
Oh my God. Okay. Hold on. I have to do gallery view. I like to see Bill's faces. Okay, let's be honest. Was anyone surprised?
Yes, we had a lot of people who did not
Yes.
pick you a moment ago.
Yes.
They picked all
I
the
voted for you
others.
every single
Who
week.
won? Wait, who won?
Every quiz.
We have not admitted them into the group yet.
I
You were
came in
first.
third because I thought the person.
I figured out the winner.
Man.
Well, so you can say whatever you need to the people that you maybe tricked or got in this game.
Okay, so Matt pretty much fed me all of the information. This person thinks it's you. This person thinks it's you. The second that Matt said this person thinks it's you, I hit you up. Yeah. Sorry, Scott. Because
Shannon,
Scott,
can I ask you something?
yeah.
So when you told me that you're really bad at reading, was that a lie then?
No, I'm actually really bad at reading. He gave me like, I asked for the answers for
Because
stuff.
it honestly made me feel pity, and I was like, oh, this is a word puzzle. She's not good at these.
Yeah, so
I actually do really have some learning deficits. And a lot of the reason that I thrived in a couple of the challenges was because Matt gave me the answers ahead of time and I asked him for them.
but only the ones she asked for.
Mhm.
A lot of the challenges she actually played. But there were some where she was like, no, can I have the answers for this one?
Yeah.
And
Um,
you called it on Monday.
What?
You called it on Monday that she did so poorly in that challenge that she threw you off who we thought it was. Andrew, yes.
Which challenge was it? The
brand names. Andrew's like, wait.
Oh, and that was dead ass. I had no clue what was coming up. And I literally.
That one I did not give her any hints on it.
He didn't give me anything. And he was like, bathroom things. And I had this right here.
Like literally right.
Bath and Body Works.
All right. Hey, everyone. It's now time to admit our winner. Tara has won the game. So when she comes in, you can unmute and cheer for her and whatever noises happen. All right. And it's time to admit her. And this is her first game. So this is really exciting. All right. And so here we go. Tara, you are the winner of the Digital Mole Little Secrets. Yay. Yes, you did it. You got the high
Tara.
score. You got the mole for sure. You've known her for like 2 weeks. Tara, what do you have to say?
Every single week I had her.
Oh my God. This is the craziest thing. I still can't even believe it. It's on the screen, so it's not really real right now, but this is incredible. And I'm really glad that I made the decision to take that leap and jump into Matt's reality, because this has been a lot of fun. And obviously the best part about it is really just meeting all these people. It's been great getting to know everybody. So
Well, I am excited. I mean, I would have been excited for any of you to win, but I'm excited because it's your first time, and now like I think you're like hooked. I think, and I hope I got several of you to like want to play again at some point. But you did a great job. You really were on to Shannon like for a while. I kept saying, "Tara's got you, Shannon. Tara's got you." You just missed it. Shannon and I conspire the whole time. Like we knew we were talking the whole time about what everyone was saying. Jesse, you were on to her for a while too.
Since week one, since the first quiz.
Yeah. So in the end here, on top of winning $195, which I will Venmo to you, Tara, you've also, this is the crazy part, you also won a spot in the All-Stars All-Winners game that I'll be having hopefully this year, if not this year, in the near future. And you're joining several players from this game who have already won and gotten into that. So like, let's take a look. Lauren has won before, Kevin, Emily, Scott, and Shannon, because she's the mole, she's also a part of the All-Stars game. Right now, we have about 40 people that have won over the last couple of years. So it's going to be intense, and you're going to be a part of that too. So
Awesome.
so cool.
Congratulations.
Yes, and we'll obviously have more games, so we can keep trying to get more and more winners, of course. But reactions, friends, anyone react to any part of this, mole or winner or what? Scott?
Shannon, what's it like to murder 13 people in cold blood?
Feels pretty validating. I don't have a lot in this world, okay? Cold-blooded murder is one of them.
Shannon.
And noisy, right? According to quiz.
Oh, I had a theory today that it was like two moles and that it was Erica and Shannon. And I thought that episode 7, like when Shannon gave away her clue, that it proved it because it was both of you on the same line that you had. And I thought I saw like the first couple episodes that you were texting each other when I rewatched them today.
She might have been texting me.
Fully thought that
Shannon-
actually, I really thought Erica
Shannon,
was going to be also like in their home.
Shannon lied her face off to me. She got me because I was all in on Tara. And if Tara was the mole, I got 20 questions right tonight. So I studied Tara all week long.
Erica, you absolutely got a perfect score if Tara was the mole.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and even the Maleficent horns that she had on tonight, I was like, she's telling us she's the mole.
Scott.
I have a question for you, Matt. You told me before the game started that you had considered like everybody as a possibility. Or would you be willing to share how you settled on Shannon?
I begged.
Well, how I settled on Shannon. Let's see here. Shannon has played a couple games. In the last game, she made a huge blunder, and she probably could have gone much further had she not.
Love you, Sean.
It was like total text mistake in a group, and I was like, people are not going to think that she has the the know-how to go about it because she made that mistake, especially those that played that Survivor with her. But I also know that Shannon is so gung-ho about these games. She's been one of the most thankful people every time she's played. And I was like, I want to reward that. I love that about you. I think that you are such a good spirit for it. So that's why I went with that. But honestly, I had all of your cards sitting out in front of me before this, and it was very hard to say no to any of them, really, because you all have like reasons that would make you good moles. So, but I had a lot of fun, Shannon. I think we had a good time. And anyone that's going to play mole in the future, you're still in the running because this group has been awesome. And I feel like it's like a really, really strong group for a lot of moles. That's why I thought this actually played out really, really well. But anyone else have anything else to say? Sean.
I was just going to say, I was going to say before you were asked that question that I thought it was incredibly fitting, Shannon, that you got full redemption on your exit from the last one with being able to be the mole. And being able to be the mole this time, I thought it was perfect and very fitting. So no, it's great.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I had pointed out to Shannon early in the game when she had kind of cheered after the mole money was announced, and I asked her about it point blank, and she sounded so sad
Defensive.
that I would point that out, that it kind of moved me off of her a little bit, because she was so defensive about it that I'm like, I can't do
The
that.
thing is, though, is that I didn't realize this because even like a couple rounds through the game, Jackie had to explain to me that if you're not the mole, you want everyone to think you're the mole. And I was like, oh shit. So I should have just been like, maybe it is me.
Played it like me. I tried to make everyone think I was the mole.
Dude, if I was the mole, I would have thought it was you, Jesse.
So all four of you in the end here, plenty of people voted you throughout the game. So all four. A lot of people
Really?
were on to you forever,
People
Erica.
thought it was me because
So
I
long. So
Really?
many people. Yes.
I thought it today.
Indeed.
It's all about you today.
I think a
Wow.
lot
I
of people
thought it
thought it
was
was
her.
me early.
Same.
Erica, the reason I thought you were the mole for so long, and I love you, and I cannot wait until we get a beer after this. Like, I'm so excited. But the reason I thought you were the mole, and everyone has said this, is because you were so open about talking to everybody. So like that in our heads was kind of moley, because it was like you were trying to get into everyone's head to see where they were at, to see like what was going on. That's kind of the way that I took it.
Okay, I'm just
Sorry.
a mega social person, and I think Matt can attest to that. JB can attest to that. Certainly, my kids can. I love people, and I don't know if it's because I'm an only child, and so I just like go outside to make my relationships, and I'm just mega social.
I mean, it
Hi,
works really
JB.
well for the mole, by the way. It's like a
Apparently,
really good.
I truly couldn't believe that anybody would ever. I thought I was so transparent that nobody would ever suspect me, because I was living and dying with every time you said you're safe, you're not safe, I was like, ah.
I think part of it too is that I thought that maybe, I mean, just if I tried to like place myself out of the mole and like be a contestant, as I was like, oh my God, Erica's playing this up so much, but it was just such genuine reactions.
Yeah, that was not a poker face.
So for everyone that wants a little more information about my interaction with Shannon, I would always give Shannon a separate email. Everyone got an email, but Shannon got a separate email. It had all the questions that were going to be asked, and she got to choose which question she wanted to answer in the night. And I would make sure that her randomized card was put in with that section of questions. And she always had the challenge instructions. Then she was able to ask if she wanted the answers or the examples or things that I was going to be giving. But also after the quiz, I have my whole tally thing here, and I like took a picture, send it to her, so she knew exactly who everyone was voting for. And that's the cool thing about being online with this game, is that we have a lot more interaction. And that brings me to the part that you're really all waiting for now, which is the clues, because Shannon and I developed all those clues together. So as we went along, I mean, I had ideas of what we wanted to do, but we were like, let's pick that picture, let's pick that picture, let's do this thing. And are you ready to hear all about them? All right. So let's see, many of you have your own interpretations of them, and your interpretations might be valid, but they all had one specific thing that was going to lead you to Shannon. Okay, so obviously they have to be cryptic. You have to be able to read into them for many people, but there is something about them that was specifically Shannon for each one. So there was one theme that tied them all together, and I kept shoving that theme down your throats. Can you guess what it was?
The past.
The past. All right, so it was hinted so many times. It was in like 20 different, I'm gonna say 20, there were 8. There was like 7 of them that said something about the past, okay? The clues all look into Shannon's past.
Hold on, but Tara wanted to be a secret desire was to be an Egyptologist, which deals with the past too, you know.
But,
Just saying.
but you're not waiting for the rest of the instructions here. Like, you know, the instructions like I still do with challenges, wait till the end. All right, throughout the game, I asked questions also and made statements about the mole being more of a social game than people expect. I kept asking, is the game social? Is it not? Or I said in the thing, this is social. Make sure you talk to the mole or look into the past. And the only way you would find out about a lot of these things that were in the clues is by talking to people about their past, which I kept hinting, ask about the past, ask about the past. Okay, so here we go. While the clues seem to be telling you to watch a series of movies or YouTube clips or TV shows, you really should not have been doing that. If you did though, you probably watched some good stuff, okay? Because like Cabin in the Woods, pretty fantastic. The Vampire Diaries, also great. Goofy movie, amazing. Watch it, all right? But the first clue was the cabin in the woods, and a lot of you were looking at it as the color. A lot of other things came up, but this clue relates to Shannon's family cabin at Tupper Lake. She's gone there for years and she loves the woods and camping. So it was all about her past. There it is. It's a tattoo on her arm. Tupper Lake cabin. All right.
I tried to flash it so many times.
The second clue was a Goofy movie, but it was specifically Max from the Goofy movie. Max is the son, right? Shannon's childhood dog was named Max. And Max and Goofy are dogs. So we were playing into that, okay? The third one was the Vampire Diaries. If you did a little research, the lead female character in the Vampire Diaries is named Elena. And Shannon's first girlfriend was named Elena. So perhaps if you looked into the past or asked about those things, it's gotta be real cryptic. Anastasia, clue number 4. Firstly, the clue was the first hint to the journey to the past. It was the first one that said, look at the past for these clues. Furthermore, the song Journey to the Past is one of Shannon's audition songs that she has used regularly when she did perform in theatrical performances, which some of you remember seeing that question on a quiz. All right. Number 5 was the Sea Breeze song that was on YouTube. A lot of you thought that was Erica because she loved the ocean. However, one of Shannon's first jobs was at Sea Breeze. Look into the past, people. Sea Breeze is where she worked. All right, number 6, the Ninja Turtles. Firstly, this says blast from the past. So again, looking into the past. This one was probably the most directly linked to Shannon because it was mostly green, her favorite color. The turtle is holding a rock like her pet that she listed. And thirdly, it has prehistoric animals. And the thing that she fears most is a giant prehistoric fish. But it is really about coming out because turtles come out of their shell. So there were a lot of things in there about Shannon. Clue number 7 was the random poem. So random, the one that I told you not to watch the movies in, all right? This one was really telling you to look into the past again. That's really what that was all about. However, in that we made reference to moonshine, and moonshine is whiskey. Several times Shannon has taken shots of whiskey on the screen, okay? And yeah, definitely throughout the game. Okay, she's doing it right now. It is her favorite and has been for a long time. All right, so if you caught the moonshine there you go. And clue 8, the extra clue, which was the interlude for 2 French horns, harp and cello, which was the YouTube video. This was a beautiful song if you took a moment to listen to it, but Shannon actually used to play the French horn in school. So looking into the past, but there were 2 French horns to hint that it was the most important thing in that. 2 of them, the most of that whole thing. Maybe you took that as the mole, 2 moles, I don't know, but it was that she played French horn in the past. All right.
You forgot one.
What's that? Which one? Oh, the very first email?
Yeah.
Which is the step. All right, take a step in the right direction, and her eyebrow has a step in it. Take a look. Come close, Shannon.
Eyebrow step.
Whoa. That was the tiniest clue in the very first email.
There was no way.
It said, take a step in the right direction. All right.
And I noticed that.
Listen,
too.
you noticed that there was something random about it. Yes, indeed. So listen, I know that you have a lot of different interpretations, and that's part of the clues anyway. They're meant to be somewhat red herrings, but there was something that definitely linked to Shannon in every single one. And I made sure to keep bringing us back to the idea of looking into the past of the people playing. So, and that, my friends, is the conclusion of the Digital Mall Little Secrets. I have actually had the most fun with this game. They've all been fun, but this one, you guys were an awesome group of people, and I loved this whole experience. If any of the viewers that have watched this or have tuned in at any point are interested in playing in the future, just contact me because I love to see new faces in the game. Obviously, got a new face, new winner. Tara, congratulations. Awesome first time. Maybe it's first time beginner's luck? No. You knew it,
Yes.
Shannon.
Yes. I really want to know how Tara knew.
How'd you know, Tara?
Well, it's really lame, but I actually mentioned how much anxiety I was having. So about whenever it is that I started getting all these questions right, I was just like, okay, so if I'm going to look at it, I'm going to pick one person, I'm going to go all in. And then if I don't make it, I won't be anxious anymore. And if I do make it, then I won't be as anxious because I'll probably be on the right track.
That's
Hey,
really
it worked
That,
out.
that was the strategy. So,
It worked out. Amazing.
yeah.
All right. So this is something new, but you can subscribe to the YouTube channel Matt's Reality to watch any future shows that come on. I'm sure we'll see a lot of these faces again. But if you're interested, definitely just send me a message or on Facebook and let me know. I'd love to get new people in the game. So if you have friends too, our current contestants here, if you have friends that are really interested, let me know because there's bound to be another game coming up. I'm sure of it. So let's see here. Once again, congratulations, Tara, and the other finalists who made it to the end. And thank you so much, Shannon, for having some fun with me as we tortured everyone. I'm glad you didn't drink your nasty drink, you mole.
I tried. I actually really did try.
And,
I wanted to be that mole that just worked the hardest.
and thank you all so much for playing. This really has been the thing that makes me forget about all the stresses in my life. And yes, it's a lot to plan. It takes me hours. I work all day sometimes on the things, and I didn't care because I love it. So thanks for being a part of it. And I hope to see you guys again. And for those of you watching, tune in again for another show coming soon. Have a good night.